Clouds of smoke was heading in. First and foremost, our praises to Yahuwah, the Heavenly Father and His Son Yahushua. For without them, I am nothing. I'm just a vessel that they move and speak through. Peace and blessings to the royal family, to the royal kingdom of Yah. If you know who you are, then you know. Salute to all the Gentiles, the strangers among us, who cleave to this truth, cleave to us and become saved. Uh, yeah, man. That was a wonderful day in the neighborhood, man. I just got here because I was tripping, right? I just watched that, I watched part of the Cam Newton, Jason Wilson interview. And I seen the part where he tried to get Jason Wilson to do the satanic salute. And I know a lot of y'all is poisoned. A lot of y'all is confused. A lot of y'all is in the matrix so deep that y'all don't get it. So y'all believe that's just a hand sign. Especially my people in Texas, they think it's just a longhorn sign. The longhorn sign, it was purposely picked. It was purposely chosen. Promise you. And the world ain't throwing up the longhorns, even if it wasn't. But these people was crafting, they real smart, and this is their institution. So when they chose the longhorn sign, they knew exactly what they was choosing. They knew what it was, bro. A lot of us know what it is, even if we don't want to. We want to throw it up, and we don't want to think and believe that. At one point in time, they told us, "Man, I love you." Yet, I watched a whole little documentary on Anton LaVey, the founder of the Satanic Church. Well, it wasn't even. It was matter of fact, it was on a documentary, but it was an interview of him. They go on the Johnny Carson show. Now, ask yourself that in itself. Why is the founder of the Church of Satan even on TV on a talk show? Because that was his introduction. That was his mainstream introduction. He been here for sure, but that was his mainstream introduction. And ever since then, he been flooding the waves, bro. I was watching the 5150 show. Corey Hogan was talking about it. And Ice-T wife tried to defend it, saying, "No, we do that in rock too. Body Count does that, of course, nigga. Rock is the genre of music that popularized Satanism. People didn't know nothing about devil worshiping and all that until rock and roll music came out, until Black Sabbath came out, until Ozzy Osbourne came out. Rest in peace. Because whether you're a devil or not, hey, I hope you at least get to rest in your final sleep until it's time for you to face judgment. You did. But we've been seeing these things, bro. But we look over it, bro. Some of us been taught that it don't matter, bro. That's one thing I can say, man. I remember when I was younger, right? They used to be like, "Oh, you go to a white church. You go to a white church." But one thing I can say about La Mesa Christian Fellowship, bro, they taught me about the occult, man. They taught me about witchcraft, bro. Shout out to Pastor J. I don't know if he's still alive, man, but he was a real one, bro. And he was a European, bro. He was one of the Gentiles, bro. And he was a real one, bro. Like he was anointed, bro. I watched this man get filled with the spirit and preach so hard, gold flakes start coming from the ceiling, man. No cap. And his spirit was so strong. There was so many devils in that church at the time. His spirit was so strong they got rid of it because he was pointing out the boo boo. Really, you know what I'm saying, convicting spirits in there. I was young, I didn't understand, but I paid attention. I always paid attention. When I got older, I ran back a whole lot of conversations, a lot of things that I seen, and it was real talk, bro. Anyway, when Pastor J was there, he used to have like Wednesday night services, and that was his basis of the services, man. Showing us the occult, how to identify occult practices, how to know if you in the midst or around these type of people to see their actions, their mannerisms, their signs, their words, their language. I was taught this inside the church, bro, when the church was really a church. But as I said, man, he was a good preacher and they got rid of him because he wasn't about the boo boo, bro. And a lot of people was about money. What the money was, where the money was, and how the money was being spent. So him and the spirit anointed that he had, they didn't care about that because nigga, it wasn't about, it was about the pay. It wasn't about the pray. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care about praying, they cared about being. And hey, if anybody who was a member of that church watching this and they get offended, so be it. The shoe fit, wear it. Excuse me. My mama never sugarcoated nothing to me, bro. So when I asked what happened to Pastor J, what you think she told me? You think she gave me a sugarcoated story? Or she told me the truth? But what now she could do about it, she wasn't part of the money team. She was just a regular church goer paying her little tithes and offerings and whatnot. And she didn't have no say so on what was going on and who was the pastor. I watched that happen a couple times. I ain't gonna lie. Not to get on that topic, but yeah, shout out to Pastor Bonnet. Another great Gentile pastor, man, who spoke that truth, bro. He spoke from that Bible. He spoke that Bible truth. He didn't speak the seminary truth. He didn't speak the slave Bible truth. He was speaking that real truth, bro. No, real truth, bro. Matter of fact, while I'm on pastor speaking the truth, man, you know what I'm saying? We'll give a moment of silence. My cousin Corey and Max lost their pastor this past week, man. I heard nothing but good things about them, man. And he knew the truth, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to him, man. Moment of silence. Real talk, though. And the two pastors that I'm naming, like I say, both of them is Europeans, bro. Both of them is Gentiles, though. So anybody who tell you I'm racist again, tell them, nah. I just think with the racist bullshit. Like I say, it's two seeds on this earth. The Most High seed and the Devil seed. And the thing about it, they not all one color on either side. It's just the tables have been turned and people don't understand. The only thing that really changed, nigga, we the chosen, and the Europeans is Gentiles, and the people over there is Gentiles. And if you follow Yahshua, it don't matter your skin color. But you gotta follow the truth in his whole. You gotta know who Yahshua was. He wasn't that little white guy with the long flowing hair. He was an nappy-headed Negro. It was what, by today's standard. You know what I'm saying? And the color don't matter. The truth matter. It ain't about the color. It's about the truth. Because most of my people, when we thought he was white, we were rocking with him the same way we rocking with him now that we know he black. Me personally, I just thought he had to be the coolest white person on earth because I had never met a white person that was like him in description. I met some who played to be, tried to be, lied to be, but I never met one that was like that. So I just thought to myself, he just got to be the coolest white person in the world. Yet, when I found out that he was black, it made more sense. The places he hid, the persecution he went through, it all made sense. Why he was how he was, why he was who he was, it all made sense. You know what I'm saying? But that's off the topic. Because the topic is secret Satanism. Because a lot of y'all that got so comfortable with the devil that y'all don't even pay no attention no more, bro. Y'all so busy with these pagan holidays and these pagan feasts that y'all don't even pay attention, bro. And once you integrate into that system, it's hard to get out. And once you get out, you look like a weirdo. You know how people look at me when I tell them I don't celebrate them pagan holidays? I'm enemy number one. And 90% of the individuals who look at me like enemy number one for not celebrating are Bible, so-called Bible believing Christians. But if you a Bible believing Christian, you would know that them ain't your holidays. You got a whole list of holy days and feast days in that book that you're supposed to be participating in. And none of them are Christmas. You can't find Christmas in the Bible. You can't find Thanksgiving, Halloween. None of these fake holy days. That's why you think Satan gave you so many holy days to take you away from the real ones. Everything the Most High do, Satan mimic it. Why you think he doing cloning? To show that he can create like the Most High and or better. Why they got all this surveillance and all this AI so it can be omnipresent like the Most High, so he can see everything all the time and be omnipresent like the Most. He do everything to try to mimic the Father. Yet we so integrate the system. It looks so harmless and it seems so throwing up signs. Oh man, we throw up gang signs. So what's the throwing up gang? It really ain't. A lot of gang signs we throw come from satanic symbolism. This shit. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit because I'm a member. I'm gonna tell you what's real. Some of the signs that are thrown in gang culture, nigga, come from. You can go find a book. You can go look at all the signs, the satanic hand signs, and you can point them out and say, oh, damn, that's a such, that's such hood, that's such, that's such. I ain't gonna name no name. I know the name. I ain't gonna name the name. I ain't gonna disrespect nobody's hood and make them feel like they can't throw their set. But it's really time to come to the set we supposed to be claiming at this point in time is the kingdom. Because the devil was out there. You see how he tried to make that man. He tried to make that man do a satanic ritual right there live on TV. You know what I'm saying? Up under the guise of it being one love. Satan paraded as an angel of light. You did. Real talk. Satan paraded as an angel of light. It seemed like it was good, light-hearted fun. Throw this finger, and throw up your thumb and say one love. Nah, man. That's a curse sign, man. That's how you throw it. That's the sign you use when you try to speak a curse over somebody. What curse he trying to speak? He's saying one love, throwing up the devil sign. So one love for who? One love for what? It's all about pledging allegiance, man. The line has been drawn in the sand, bro. And the most I've been, some of y'all on my heart, bro, to get y'all to come at y'all straight and hard and raw with the truth, man, and try to get y'all to see and understand. Yet I've been standoffish, bro. You know, Father, forgive me for my disobedience. It's just I know, man. In all these situations, when he done seen me in these situations, it's been one or two things. Either it was a make or break situation. Either the person he sent me to understood the truth, took the truth, absorbed the truth, started walking in the truth, or he or she hated me for revealing the truth. And I say he, and this because all the people he been showing me is he. You know what I'm saying? Because it's time to raise up the men. Yet all these individuals that he's showing me in my head is individuals that I love, man. I don't want to lose, but I know the Bible says, have I become your enemy by telling you the truth?" That's one of the deepest scriptures I done read in the world. I mean, I can't tell you exactly where it said, but just go type it in, and it's gonna show you. And it says, have I become your enemy by telling you the truth?" And I never knew what that meant. Like, how could I be somebody's enemy by telling them? Then the Most High started revealing it to me, started sending me out to tell people, certain people, the truth. And certain people became my enemy because of the truth I told them, bro. And I know what y'all saying. Some of y'all, man, they talking about the Most High talking to them. But when your pastor say, uh, the Lord told me to tell y'all I need a new house, I need a new boat, I need a new car, y'all listen to that. But this is real, bro. People could attest. I've been hundreds of miles away in a cell. Literally, I remember one time I was in a cell and the Most High was talking to me. He was like, "I need you to write this letter and send this to this person." Bro, it's 12 o'clock, 12:30 in the a.m. I gotta get up at 5 o'clock so I don't go to the hole for not going to this bitch ass job. I only got 6 months, so I ain't trying to mess that up. But I'm trying to go to sleep so I can get up because I got wrote up so many times for not going to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to not get wrote up. But the most I say, no, stay up, write this letter. I'm like, man, I do like a lot of us do. Nah, man, it ain't even the most high talk. You know it's the most high talk. You just don't want to do it. Nah, man. I try to go to sleep. He wouldn't let me go to sleep. I woke up, got the end of my bunk, and wrote everything he told me to write, bro. It sounds crazy to me when I write it. I'm like, man, what is this even talking about? I don't know what this is talking about. I ain't talked to this person But once on the phone since I've been in the pen at this time. I wrote the letter, sent the letter. I called home. He like, don't ever write me again. His cousin, who I was going with at the time, told me on the phone. He said, don't write him no more. What you mean he said don't write him no more? He said, don't write him no more. He said, your letter scared him. Scared him? He said, yeah, because he said, it ain't no way that you can know none of the stuff you talk about in this letter because he ain't told nobody this stuff and don't nobody know but him and a certain handful of people. Because I didn't know. The Most High knew, bro. The Most High knew, and I just sent the message. That's all I am. I'm just a messenger, bro. And I know I asked the same question y'all asking. Why would he talk to him? Because I be asking I be asking him, Father, why me? I'm a wretch of this earth. I'm one of the lowest of the lowest, man. Salute to the scumbags type nigga, bro. Why me? These the type of people he choose. Why Saul? Saul persecuted the church harder than anybody else probably at that time. Yet, the Most High chose him. That's why he choose people like me because he know once I show the change in him, they gonna be like, if he can change, we can change. If he can change, anybody can change. That's why he picked the worst of the worst. I'm blessed. I'm honored that he even chose to speak to me, and I pray that I never not hear his voice. Y'all know me, man. Street nigga, bro. I've been the bad guy for so long. I never knew there was I could be the good guy. You did? And I still ain't nowhere near perfect. That's another thing, man. Y'all gotta stop thinking y'all gotta be perfect to come to the Most High, bro. He say come as you are, and he accept you as you are. The criteria that y'all been given by the church, that ain't it, bro. Now, how do you believe in the Bible? Yet y'all believe y'all gotta go to this church every Sunday and pay this tithe offering, and he said he don't dwell in houses built by men. This is in this Bible, the same Bible y'all read. I read the Sefer, but it's in a Sefer, it's in the Torah, it's in the Bible. It says hey, you don't live in houses made by man. Who built your church? And he said that so y'all could lie on him. That's why he said that, bro. Put it together. Put it together. They call it the Most High's house. They call it Yah's house. For those who don't know no better, y'all call it God's house. But he said he don't live in houses built by men. So when they say the Most High said, I need y'all to donate this much money because the Most High told me he need a new house, meaning a new church. How, Sway? He said he don't dwell in houses built by men. Make it make sense, bro. That's all I want you to do. Make it make sense, bro. That's what the comment section is for. And for those, because it's only, but I ain't got but 30 subscribers, and I know at least 15 of y'all probably know me personally. So inbox me if you don't understand, or you feel like I'm wrong, and you feel like you can correct me. I'll take all correction, bro. Humbly, respectfully. But you gotta make it make sense. You gotta make it make sense. You got people right in that same church that's part of secret societies. Now, you think that's the place to be? The Ku Klux Klan is a Christian organization. And you think that's where the Most High house be? You think he live in that house too, man? He live in their churches too? Or he just selects certain houses to go to? Read the Bible, bro. We supposed to follow Messiah. How many times? Just go read the Bible and tell me how many times Messiah was in the church and or temple. He came up missing when he was young. Excuse me. He came up missing when he was young and out there with his parents. He disappeared. They couldn't find him. They found him. He was in the synagogue / temple preaching, reading the Torah. He didn't go in there to sit. He went in there to correct. He was in there teaching. Why is he in the synagogue teaching? Why is he in the church teaching? If the church got it right, why did he disappear from his parents, his earthly parents, and go into the church to preach, teach, and correct? Because teaching is a form of correction, is it not? When you was in school and you had the wrong answer, what did your teacher do? She corrected it. He corrected it, right? So when he is going into the church, what are you going in there for? To correct it. Fast forward the tape. You see him in church again. What is he in church for this time? This time he in church with a stick, turning over tables, beating individuals, and cursing individuals for turning his house, his father's house, into a house of thieves, to a house of money changers. So this is the second time he's going to church to correct something. So if we follow Messiah, when he go to church, he go to church to correct. See, a lot of y'all hear stuff in y'all church that don't make no sense to y'all. Or y'all feel a certain kind of way about how the preacher preached because he preaches the same thing over and over again, a lot of them, some of them. And instead of, you believe he's the leader of your flock, so you believe you can't correct him. So you go home and talk amongst yourself about how pastor such and such is this and pastor such and such is that. That's wrong. On the cool, that's evil. Correct that man. If you feel like he's wrong, correct him. Now he's the leader of the flock. Let's take that to perspective. He's the leader of the flock. So you telling me that if he in the house on the and his sheep in the pasture, and one of his sheep is right there on the edge and finna fall off the side of this cliff, you not gonna correct that? You not gonna at least go tell him, hey man, your sheep finna fall? Or are you gonna do the correct thing, get the sheep from the side, and go counsel him and say, look, pastor, flock member, flock leader, you need to put a fence up right there so the flock don't go off the side of the cliff. Are you wrong for correcting him to help his flock? Because if you let him, you and your people caught on. So y'all go home and talk about how the pastor don't know what the hell he talking about, and how the pastor talk about the same thing over and over again, and he keep getting new cars, he keep getting new houses, and he ain't got no job. Y'all go home and talk about that. But some of these people were starstruck. Some of these people is up under the trends. So they ain't seen this. So if you don't correct him, he don't correct them, he keep leading them astray. So it's your duty. We supposed to walk like Messiah walk, right? We supposed to follow Christ, right? When he went into church, he went to church to correct stuff. That's it. If you see me in there, that's what I'm in there for. Cause I don't play. I know what it is, man. And get mad as you want. It is what it is, bro. Truth is the truth, man. And 90% of the churches is on Satan's payroll, man. You call it what you want, bro. The Most High don't need no money. If it's an ATM in your church, ask yourself why. That's a money changing machine, right? Did he not go into the church and trip on the money changers and within the church? You got a bookstore, a clothing store, a Starbucks in your church. Ask yourself, ain't that a money changing situation? Ain't that like selling doves for sacrifice? Which they was doing in the church, and the Messiah tripped on that? Then I know y'all can say, oh, but it's how for a good cause. I'll go back to the church. But who asked for this? Where, show me in the Bible where the Most High asked for this? And hit me with the 10%. Hit me with the 10%. The 10% wasn't for the church. It was for the people in the church. And in the time of the tithes, it was land, cattle. It was crops. 10% of your crops. Why? To go to those who ain't have. Take it all, put it together, and separate it and give it amongst the people who need it in the church. Messiah was feeding people. He wasn't getting fed. What happened? What happened on Sermon on the Mount? Did he take the loaves of fish, the loaves of bread and the fish, and they fed him, or he took the loaves of fish and bread and he fed the multitude? I'll wait. Yet, y'all feeding the church. Y'all feeding the pastor. And how did the pastor get the job of being the Most High's financial advisor? Have any of y'all ever prayed and when the pastor get up and say that the Most High told him X Y Z? Have y'all ever went home and prayed and asked and the Most High to reveal to y'all what He revealed to pastor, or if He revealed something to pastor for real? See what answer y'all get. Because if He don't tell y'all what He told pastor, then y'all might not be praying to the same God, for lack of a better word. Y'all might not be His y'all. Because why He gonna tell the pastor something? The pastor, they really got y'all thinking that the pastor is closer to the Most High than y'all, because the pastor is another form of the Pope. That's who run all that shit. Let's just keep it 1,000 out. Any organized Christian religion is ran by the Vatican Church. That's who they got to answer to at the end of the day. The head of Christianity, the head of Orthodox Christianity. Think about that. Think about that. The Roman Catholic Church at the head of all that gangster shit. Just think about that. We're gonna just let that shit marinate, because I know y'all know what freaky deedy shit going on over there. I know y'all know about that. But hey, to each their own, bro. But the line is drawn in the sand. You can't play with both sides no more, bro. See, for this whole time, a lot of people been holding hands with the devil and holding hands with the Most High and dancing. And we've been dancing and doing good. Having a good dance, nigga. Having our cake and eating it too, nigga. Fucking up over here and praying for forgiveness over here. Fucking up over here and praying for forgiveness over here. But now it's time for that spin. And when you the only one that can spin. The Most High gonna stay on His side. Satan gonna stay on his side. But when you spin, you gotta let somebody hand go. Hmm. Who hand you gonna let go? It's time to spin, my nigga. Who hands you gonna let go? Now, Satan, over here. Oh, nigga. This is Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. This is strip clubs and porno. This is goddamn me illicit drugs and drug activity. This is fighting. This is sports. This is everything you love over here. I ain't gonna even lie to you. A lot of the shit that we love is over here with Satan. So when we spin, if we let his hand go, we ain't gonna have a lot of that. But on this side, we gonna have the blessings of the Most High, which is one of the greatest things. But with them blessings come persecution from the nigga over here on this side. Never gonna tell you that once you give up a lot of shit from the world that it's gonna be no, because Satan is gonna everything you let go of his, he gonna be mad. If you let his hand go, he really gonna be mad, and he gonna be on all time attack. You just gotta know that he who is within you is greater than he that's in the world. He attack nigga every day. When I open my eyes, I already know what's coming, because he attack every day, because I ain't on his team no more, bro. And I'm willing to stand up and tell my people, my loved ones, that he ain't shit. And you better get over here and get close over here and get a relationship over here. Yeah, I use foul language. I ain't gonna lie. I don't curse. So you gotta know it ain't cussing. That's a slang word for cursing. Cursing and foul language, two different things. Because all these words that we use got a real meaning to them. I could break it down to you right now, but this is not a linguistics class. But cursing usually ends in a U. The most common curse is damn you. Because when you say damn you, you're literally asking somebody to be damned to hell. That's a curse. Damn you. That's a curse. These other shit, fuck, damn, all that, no. Them are just foul slang words that we use that hold no power. And most of them hold no meaning. And those that hold meaning, like the worst word that people think is fuck, right? Excuse my language. See, even there I gotta say excuse my language. Yet, it was an acronym for fornication under consent of king. FUCK, fornication under consent of king. They just took out the O. Why? Because I believe it was in England, they were being overpopulated because they were having babies on top of babies on top of babies. So it got to a point where you couldn't have a baby unless you had consent from the king. Fornication under consent of king. See, there's the definition for that. But we ain't gonna go there. I could go there. I could go on, but we ain't gonna go there. I just want y'all to know between cursing slash cussing and foul language. Now, foul language ain't supposed to be used in either. Yet I give it to you how you understand. Cause my grandma told me y'all don't never understand nothing until somebody talking crazy to y'all. So I gotta give it how I was given. The Most High makes all of us fisher of men. My bait is stink bait. If you ever went fishing before and you're a real fisherman, you know what stink bait is. My bait is stink bait. It don't look good, it don't smell good, but it's gonna snatch one of the biggest fish out the ocean every time. Because the biggest fish is the hardened gangster, the hardened criminal, the ex-thug, the ex-gangbanger, the still thug, the still gangbanger, the prostitute, all those that the Messiah was going after. This is who Messiah was talking to. This is who Messiah was preaching to. You know what I'm saying? Them the same people that I'm out here preaching to. Them the same people I'm out here giving the word to. And I don't consider myself preaching because I ain't no preacher. I'm just trying to reach it. Because, nigga, I tell you, I'm far from perfect. And even those who think they are perfect, the Bible says even at your best, you're no more than filthy rags in his presence. Even at your best. So quit trying to shine and shit on each other. Because if you got $1,000,000 and he ain't got a dollar, y'all still ain't got shit. Unless y'all got the Most High. Period. I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for the Most High. I know I ain't made it this far by accident, by mistake. I'm supposed to been dead or doing life. And if you know, you know. Yeah, here I sit, free as a bird, trying to give y'all the word. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like and subscribe, man. Share the videos, man. Cause I'm still trying to figure out how I got hundreds of Facebook friends, but only 31 subscribers. Shout out to nephew, cause I know you number 31. We just talked about it, nigga. I appreciate it, man. But hey, man, it's just some news you can use in life and get in college, man. I'm here to try to sell your soul so you don't up in that fiery hole, you did. I mean, if you don't take it from me, you don't take it from nobody because nigga, we done sit at the same table and broke bread together, man. I ain't never messed with nothing that wasn't real. I shook fake partners, fake friends, fake females. I never stayed around looking that was fake for too long. So if what I believe coming from that word is real, man. Because if it wasn't, I wouldn't deal with it. The Most High done showed me too many times, like nigga, yeah, I'm real. The devil done showed me he real too, bro. Whose side you gonna pick, man? I promise you. It's real comfortable on that side with the devil. I promise you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was so comfortable over there. Yeah, this is checkers. This is chestnut checkers. I'm thinking for the long run, 10 steps ahead. Yeah, I feel good over there. But in the long run, it's gonna get real hot over there, bro. Cause see, what y'all don't understand, cause y'all been taught something different. Hell wasn't meant for you. Hell was not created for the human soul. I repeat, hell was not created for the human soul. It was created for Satan and his minions, the dragon and his followers. It was meant for those people. It was just meant for Satan and the demons. Yet individuals choose to follow him to that path. That's why he make it so good because he know he lose in the end. So he trying to get as many people as possible to lose with it. And y'all willing to lose with it for a little bit of gratitude, a little bit of satisfaction on earth, and then y'all blame it on the babies. I believe that's what the Bible means when it said don't sacrifice your children to Moloch because y'all blame it on the babies. Well, the children are young. They should be able to celebrate Christmas. I'll tell them they're older. Nah, you know they program them. So how you gonna let them do it for 10 years and then tell them, nah, we don't do that no more? Because of this, that, and third. Well, I done did it for 10 years. What? Why not raise him up now? The Bible say raise the child up in the way he's supposed to go, and when he get older, he won't go away from him. He won't stray away from you. So whatever you teach them as a child, nigga, they usually gonna keep that for the rest of their life. That's why y'all celebrating Christmas now. That's why y'all celebrating Halloween now. That's why y'all celebrating Thanksgiving now because great grandma did it, grandma did it, mama did it. Now you doing it. Great grandma did, great grandpa did it, grandpa did it, daddy did it. Now you doing it. Yet Your elders got an excuse you don't got. Your elders didn't have Google. Some of your elders could barely read because nigga reading was not fundamental at the time. They had to work and get money and duck death because Jim Crow, slavery, and all that good shit. They was not afforded. They were the end of the curse. They were up under the curse. They were supposed to be poisoned. They were supposed to be confused. Deuteronomy 28. Go read it. They were part of the curse, but the curse been shaken. The time is up, nigga. The curse has been shaken. Now knowledge is increased, just as the Bible said in the end times, knowledge will increase. Now we know. We know what our great grandparents didn't know. We know what our grandparents didn't know. So do we continue to follow the traditions, the devilish, paganist traditions that were programmed and poisoned into our people? Or do we change it up to save our bloodline and break these curses? It's up to you. It's simply up to you, bro. You can stay on the devil's side. Ain't nobody gonna force you. And for the time being, I'm still gonna kick it. I'm still gonna come holler at y'all and everything, man. But it's gonna come a time where we ain't gonna be able to kick it because you gonna seek for my death and think you're doing something right because the devil got you. So when they start calling people who speaking the truth, who not marked, who not chipped, they start calling us enemy number one. You're gonna be marked. You're gonna be chipped. You're gonna call us enemy number one too. The Bible says this, bro, and I see it already happening because of if you can be poisoned into believing the shit you believe now, what else can they make you believe? They can make you believe I'm enemy number one. Right now, let's just say this video went viral and the message got out there and my following got so big. Nigga, they could do some AI bullshit and put an AI video out and half y'all go with it. Like, I knew that nigga. It was too good to be true. I knew that nigga was doing some bullshit. Nigga, he make me enemy number one and you'll turn me in. Y'all love Michael Jackson. People was falling out for Michael Jackson, but as soon as they said he touched a child, y'all turned on Mike without no proof, no evidence. Even after he beat the case, some of y'all was still shaking y'all head saying, yeah, Mike did that. Y'all been stepping in the name of love. Been 12 playing. As soon as they came out and said R. Kelly did XYZ, shit, y'all turned y'all back on that nigga. No, we already knew he was doing what he was doing. I'm just saying, it didn't take much for y'all to turn on him. Man. Diddy. Y'all seen Diddy whoop Cassie. Y'all seen y'all homeboy whoop his girl. Some of y'all seen y'all daddy whoop their mama. Some of y'all seen y'all uncle whoop his girl. Some of y'all don't whoop y'all girl. But when y'all seen him chasing Cassie, he's such a monster. He did everything they said he did because he whooped Cassie. Now, I don't condone females getting whooped. Yet, I'm not gonna act like that's the first time I seen it when Diddy did it. And I can't condemn Diddy based off what I've been told by the same people who are lying on me. Now, did he do it? He probably did it. But he ain't the first one. He just like, he's the same way as the Christian church. That nigga was groomed, bro. Programmed to be the next in line to do what's been being done. Same thing with the church. Satan uses it as a programming center. I can get them to believe this. You know, 90, I'm not going to say 90, but 80% of churches, but when I was growing up, I'm going to say 90% of churches celebrated Halloween, nigga. At my church, it was called Hallelujah Night. You can't take what Satan used for evil and try to turn it around and make it something good. The Most High can, but you can't. Dig what I'm saying? That's like me giving you some crack and telling you, no, that's a Skittle. It's just a white Skittle. Taste it. Smoke it. Is that not still crack? Just because I said it was a Skittle? Make it make sense, people. But I'm getting off topic because I really just don't understand a lot of y'all, man. I know y'all smarter than y'all act, bro. So I know it's Satan, man. I just pray in the name of Yahushua that the scales fall from y'all eyes, man, and that the Most High get Satan away from y'all, man. As y'all open y'all eyes, y'all can lead y'all family, bro. Because what's coming is gonna be different. It's the greatest time to be living because the promises is coming for us. We coming. Our promise is coming. Yet we gotta endure a little while longer. There's all kind of shit gonna crack off, man. Civil wars and all that shit, bro. You just gotta be prepared. And I don't care if you got a million guns and all the food in the world stacked up. That's not gonna prepare you. The only thing gonna prepare you is to have the Most High on your side. Because I'm telling everybody to get food and ammunition. Yet, if you don't know what to do with them, then and you ain't got the Most High backing it, then what? It's not gonna do you no good. You'll last for a little bit, but what is you even lasting for? You know, you try to last for the system to come back and the world to go back to where it was. That's never gonna happen. So if you do decide to fight in the Civil War, what are you even fighting for? What are you even trying to survive for? See, I don't plan to fight no Civil War. Just letting you know now. I just plan to defend me and mine by any and all costs. As long as y'all keep that shit over there, we gonna keep that shit over there. But if anybody comes to try to harm what's mine, by the power of Yahusha is placed inside of me, I will defend by my last breath, like David did Goliath, bro. And I believe that them powers is coming back, bro. We the new Davids out here. We the new Moses. We the new Noahs. We the new Aaron. We the new Abrahams, bro. We at the end of the book, bro. Revelation. Man, y'all better go read it. Check it out. Deuteronomy 28, Revelation. Anybody out here, if you go read Deuteronomy 28 and think about what people been through, everything in Deuteronomy 28, it'll easily tell you who the people of the Most High are, bro. And it's up to you to see it. If you don't want to see it, you're not going to see it. But if you go read Deuteronomy 28 and you can't pinpoint one set of people who've been done that way, who went through all those curses, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. And then you go read Revelation, bro. Like right now, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Y'all supporting people over there because they say they say they the chosen, right? Yet it tells you in Revelation clearly, Revelation 2:9-3:9, beware of those who call themselves Jews, for they are the synagogue of Satan. We've never called ourselves Jews. There was a black Jews movement at one point in time. Yet, as a whole, we ain't never called ourselves Jews. Even now, most of us who in the beliefs, who I don't got no beliefs because I know now. So anybody who know this truth, they usually call themselves disciples, believers, Hebrews, and Israelites. Not even now that we call ourselves Jews. So who been calling themselves Jews this whole time? That's in Revelation. You just gotta read it. And in order to see prophecy and understand what's happening, you gotta look at certain people because there's certain people who are prophecy. What happens to them are a timeline, and it's the same people in Deuteronomy 28. You just gotta put it together. You just gotta put it together. And anything that don't make sense, hit me up. Like I said, man. Inbox me, man. I send you my number and we can chop it up, man. Get some understanding, some overstanding, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause time is up, man. You know what I'm saying? And I love all my people, man. Just know the Messiah ain't here on earth. Don't be confused. Ain't no man walking this earth, the Messiah, right now that we know of. The Messiah ain't never got sick. You read one time in the Bible where the Messiah got sick. The Messiah ain't never got sick. Never. That's a telltale sign, a small telltale sign that you know the Most High not gonna let His Son get sick. So just know it ain't no man that we know of walking on earth as the Messiah, and I stand on that. Get out of the confusion, man. The time is up. Peace and blessings.